Hi pretties! Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well, and before the video starts I wanted to say that the videos aren't mine and credit goes to the rightful owners. Today's video is about being your most feminine self.
In my part 1 video on how to be more feminine, I got so many questions about how to speak slower. So I'm gonna do my best to explain to you how I taught myself to speak more slowly. I understand the ADHD, anxiety girls because that's definitely me, or that was me until I taught myself. So for one, I had to understand why I was doing it. I over-explained and I talked really fast because I felt like I had to prove something to someone, or I felt like they didn't understand what I was saying. I had to learn, okay, they probably understand what I'm saying, but I'm talking so much that now they have to catch up to this whole new thing that I added. So let me just say this thing, see how they react, and then go from there. And 9 times out of 10, they understand you, they're following you, but people have pretty good listening skills, so they'll wait for you to be finished before they start talking again. So in knowing that, after I figured out why I was talking so much and talking so fast, I was able to be like, okay, I'm going to slow myself down. And whenever I found myself in a conversation talking to someone and I was overly excited or I wanted to hurry up and interject, I literally would feel myself being like, oh, and I would pedal back a little bit. I'd contain myself and I'd continue to listen to them. And as I'm speaking slower, I'm kind of thinking about the things that I'm saying as I'm speaking. I've also found that whenever I speak really fast and over-explain, I say a lot of things that I didn't need to say or I didn't mean to say. So as I speak slower and I think about all the things that I'm saying as I'm saying it, then it helps me to actually articulate my words better. It helps me to actually use the words that I want to say, and it helps me to actually just get my thoughts across without having to be like, okay, but do you understand what I'm saying? I heard someone say, listen to understand, not to speak, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it just makes conversation so much more fun. You appear so much more confident when you speak slower and softer, and people usually have to kind of like lean in to be like, well, what is she saying? Some other things that I would do is like practice saying words that I know that I would fumble, or like tongue twisters that I know I mess up on. Just take your time. Everything you do, just make it slower. Your movements, make them slower. You going to grab your purse, make it slower. When you're rushing the things that you say, when you rush your body language, when you rush things that are moving, you become frantic, and that's how you make mistakes. That's how you make spills, and that's how you have to retract what you're saying and be like, oh wait, but do you understand what I'm saying? So just take your time, breathe, and slow down. And one last thing, with like men, you know, sometimes they like to talk a lot or whatever. And I've learned to listen, because I would just interject and I'd be like, oh, but I did this and I did that, and I just talk and talk and talk. But now, even if I'm not listening to what they're saying, I'll just sit there and I'll like count to 30 in my head, and I'll be like, oh, and I might ask them a question about that, or I'll be like, is there anything else you want to say about that? And they love it. Like, they love to just be heard and listened to, I think. Let me know, guys, if you do enjoy being heard and listened to. Communication is just such a beautiful skill to have. Like I said, you can be so much more attractive and confident, and just ask people questions about things that they're interested and passionate about. Be intrigued with people. I feel like we don't really talk much anymore, and it's just like surface level, but I love having conversations with random people. That was a lot, but I genuinely hope that it helped a little bit. Okay, bye.
No, honey, we need to be in our feminine energy. You need to let somebody chase you. Let them feel that sense of urgency of like, if I don't put in everything to try and win this girl over, somebody else will. Because this girl is so fine on her own. She's so independent, she does not need me. I am lucky to be talking to her, because they are lucky, honey, I'll tell you that. This is for friends, boyfriends, whoever. They are lucky. I don't care if I had this friendship breakup with this friend, right, that was like to me, oh, you don't have many friends. I know that when they go to sleep at night, they know that I really value myself, I really respect myself, and anybody in my life is a high value person. Anything that I'm doing is high value. You're not gonna see me out here begging for friendships, begging for relationships. I know she knows that. She can say whatever she wants about me, but one thing she could never say about me and believe it is, Luma's just like, she's bending over backwards for people, blah, blah. It's not me, babe. It's not my character. People are always going to talk about you.
I'm going to teach you how to be a little bit more feminine. Stop over-explaining or over-giving. I think it's really easy to over-explain something. A simple explanation, if required, is more than enough. I was speaking to a friend the other day and she told me that she wanted to break up with her situationship. She was saying, how do I explain this? How do I go about this? Does that require a full explanation? I'm not personally convinced. That could be really simply explained. Hi, this isn't working for me anymore. I don't want to continue this. And then you leave. When we're over-explaining ourselves, it's coming across to other people that we're not trusting what we're saying. So relax, it's okay, you made the right decision. Practice softness in your routine. Schedule breaks, slow mornings, journaling. We can work hard and we can still do really well in life, but we're not hustling, we're not grinding, and we're definitely not doing it to prove something to someone or to catch up to someone else. I'm not telling you to not work hard, I'm just telling you to do it at your own pace. Speak kindly to yourself and to others. Swap harsh language for beautiful speech. If being hard on yourself worked, then it would have worked by now. Also, pay attention to your tone of voice, it's really important. Pour into your own cup before you can start pouring out to other people. Whatever your self-care cup is, mine is skincare, mine is hair care, yours may be something completely different, but find something that you can do for yourself that pours into you.
I'm obsessed with all things feminine, dainty and romantic. It's just my favorite way to be. These are some feminine habits that I've been loving this week. Reading instead of scrolling. It's so romantic to have a candle lit, some gentle background music on, to be in your nice pajamas and to sit reading a book. Not to mention it's helped me fall asleep so much quicker than staring at a screen. Nighttime rituals. I've started doing a few things every night and they make me feel so put together. I keep a hand cream on my bedside table so I can moisturize my hands before I go to sleep, and then I wake up with soft hands. I spray a little perfume or a body mist before I go to sleep and it just feels so good. I started a task for myself a little while ago and it was either I have to journal for half an hour or I have to listen to a podcast for half an hour every day. If I can't do half an hour, I'll do 20 minutes, but I have to have some time to myself at some point in my day. It forces me to ground myself. Body oil after the shower. I used to do this all the time. I don't know why I stopped doing it. I think I just didn't want the extra step. It makes my skin so soft and I just feel so delicate, and I like putting in the extra step now. I think before I was getting a little bit lazy with my self-care, which is fine, we all do that sometimes, but now I like having the extra step.
My name is Josephine. I love being ultra girly and feminine, so let me tell you 7 of my favorite things that I do to stay girly. Number 1 is to find your own personal style. You cannot copy somebody else and expect the same results. I think you could take inspo from people, but finding your own style, you will genuinely feel your most feminine, your most girly, like just standing true in yourself. I think being unapologetically you is what makes you feminine. Watching successful women, whether that be on a podcast, a YouTube video, or TikTok, fill your social media and your feed with successful, wealthy, happy women that live the life that you want to portray. Even if you feel like it's unattainable, start doing it. Start practicing that life, seeing what these women do. They set their mornings up for success, and you will soon become her. I always set up my bed and my apartment for when I get out of the shower. So I'm a night shower girl, but I like to make sure that my bed is all laid out. I have candles lit, everything is dimmed, my favorite show is on. Honestly, like I thank myself. I'm like, yes, girl, thank you for doing that. Because now that I'm exhausted after the shower, I get to lay down, relax, everything's clean and taken care of, and I just feel at ease. I've mentioned this before, but having your nails and toes match, I feel like is so cutesy and girly, and genuinely, it is like a beauty routine that I will never not have. Like my toes and my nails will always be done. It's something that I just make a priority, and it genuinely makes me feel better. I maybe would classify myself as a people pleaser, so this is really something I'm working on, but whenever I say no and don't give a huge backstory as to why I don't want to go or don't want to do this or I'd rather have that, I feel so feminine to literally just say no and sit back and know that no, saying no with no reason behind it, oh, it's so liberating. Taking Pilates classes with my best friend has genuinely changed my brain chemistry, my life, and my energy levels. I feel like Pilates is like so cute and girly, so anytime I could get up, wear a cute matching outfit with my best friend, and move my body at the same time, I'm doing it, and it feels so good. Make time for your girlfriends. I feel like a lot of times we expect that our girlfriends will always just be there for us, but no, you have to nourish and water those friendships. Like, I always leave those conversations in those dates feeling like my best self. There is nothing like a woman, a true woman friendship. Is your highest self sitting down, watching a bunch of sad videos, eating junk food, her hair's not done. The highest version of yourself gets up, she gets ready, she's watching inspirational stuff, she's moving her body. So you need to get up and start acting like that woman, or else it's never gonna happen. Nobody is going to make you get out of bed, make you do your hair, make you do your makeup. If you wanna look like the girls that you love so much, start doing it. I love my background. So many of you girls have been commenting on it. I love my chandelier with my bed and my candles lit. Everything about my space is me. It's my space. I feel safe. I feel comfortable. It's girly. It's cute. Like, literally, it just has the best energy. I love to keep incense in my house. Burn one, and I go around to each corner of my house with intention, and I say I'm welcoming peace, happiness, keeping out all bad energy. I love doing that to kind of just refresh the place. Then I open up all the windows and just air out any old energy. I love doing that, and it genuinely makes it feel like it's my